from Trinidad and Tobago. Hello. Jose Batista is here saying hello to the family. You'll see there's a lot of us. It does feel like family. You're invited to this public webinar. Someone who knows and loves you and cares about you invited you. We're not here to convince, pester, or pressure. We're here to share about a company called Onpassive that is getting ready to hit the globe very soon. And boy, are you here at the right time. And get back to the person who invited you. Listen in on the information. If you have questions, let's see, Red, how do you want to handle the questions today?
Easiest thing is in the chat, just put a Q before what the question, and then I'll know it's a question.
Okay, great. I wish I could say hi to everyone who's saying hello. It's such a wonderful family of founders who have already joined this business, and they show up on Tuesdays to be part of these public webinars. They're great. I love seeing everybody in the chat. Like I said, if you're new, digest the information today, get back to the person who invited you. And like Red said, if you have questions about information you're hearing today, go down in the chat, put Q or question so he can see it easily and type your question. So with that said, we're going to get started. Marty, it looks like you already hit record. And Marty's going to be the master of ceremonies. He's going to take it away. Enjoy, everybody. You're in for a treat today. All right, Marty.
Thanks, Susie. As always. Yeah, we had some problems. Sorry, everybody had to join like 2 or 3 times. Our Arabic friends thought they could change their time in the Zoom, so I had to delete them. So I'm sure there's a lot of mad people right now. But anyway, we have the same time every week. So anyway, thanks for being here. You're going to be glad you are here. It's about a business that you can join. And a little about myself. I'm 61, almost I'm 60, but I'm not. It's a lie. 61, looking like I'm 35, I know, but that's okay. Anyway, I've been online. I'm not talking about working at MLM and affiliate and all that. I've done that since I was 25 years old, so many, many years. But online full-time since 2004. And like everybody else that comes online, or a high percentage, they'd like to make some income. Like to find a way to have another way of creating wealth. Well, I did that, and I can't even tell you the first one I ever did. It was a failure, and so were the other 350 behind it. In some cases, not really what I would call my fault. It's just you have to know what you're doing, and you're led to believe that it's easy. Take this course, do this, do what I tell you, and you'll be fine. And it's not true. And the more you do it, the more frustrated you get. You wind up with a bunch of things in your closet that you can't use. You got family members that think you're a complete maniac, and it gets old. It gets old quick. And to really break it down, we've heard mindset. We heard you don't have a big enough why. I got a better one for you, money. If you don't make any money on a business, you're not going to stay there. And people need to feel like they're part of something, be part of something. If you were in a company and you created sales, you would get a commission, right? You should make money for your efforts. And anyway, I looked. I met Mike Ellis about 9-10 years ago now, I guess. It's been a long time. And then Dan Street, they actually grew up together. And we teamed up and said, all 3 of us together, they have skills I don't, and I have skills they don't. But together we did pretty well. so we could build teams and bring people in. But we found out on the other end of this so-called trying to make it online that when you learn what you need to do with marketing or leveraging or anything to do with start building a path to some kind of success, you find yourself, you can't bring anybody with you. And why is that? Because I'm dealing with Marty 2004. I'm dealing with that guy and that woman that just started, and they don't know. And I can't duplicate what I did because I can't cram in 10 years of what I learned and hand it to somebody in 2 minutes, as much as I'd like to. And I even tried, and it was a disaster. I said, man, this doesn't feel good at all. Yeah, you could build a team and build, have some type of success. But if you can't bring anybody with you, that just is horrible. It's a horrible feeling. Now, some people, maybe it's okay. In fact, I've met people that it's absolutely fine if a small percentage of people are not successful. We weren't those three guys. We thought it's got to be different. Now, were we looking for something that didn't exist? Yeah, I believe we were. And the more you look around, the more you find out, wow, maybe it's not there. Well, thankfully, about 2 years ago now, which, about 2 years, I bumped into Red, who's here, and Peter Rogers, and said, what are you guys doing? I met him from another adventure. And they told me about this business, and I said, well, what is it? Go even playing field for everybody. Everybody can taste success and be successful. Everyone. Of course, I paused because I'm waiting. Yeah, right. And they explained it to me, but I trusted them. That's a big deal, especially online. So I got more information. I went, wow, if this is 1/10 as good as they say it is, watch out. We're going to push the pedal to the floor and grab as many people as we can, because if you can bring them with you to that success ending, there's nothing better than that. So I went back and threw up all over Mike and Dan, and they already think I'm probably not playing with a full deck to begin with. So, but anyway, they listened to enough that they said, okay, there's got to be something. And together we started researching it and built. When we gathered as many people that felt the same way we did. They were tired of getting ripped off online, and all those people want is an even shake. They're not. No, I'm not looking for a handout. I don't want that. I don't want promises of this and that. I want an even shake, and I want everybody with me to get that same fair playing field. So we did that, and we found out this is the best thing I've ever did. There's nothing online. Nobody spends more time online than me. Now, I can guarantee it. 12, 13 hours a day, and I hear all about these shiny objects and how much you can make and how much, all about money, money, money. Well, trust me, what you need is security. You need a strong company. You need great products, and you will do fine. And we hit that. We hit the jackpot as far as success. And Mike is going to explain it to you enough that if you're truly looking, you'll get back to the person and try to get more info. But this is something that is going to change lives. It's just no doubt about it. And it's changed me already. And a lot of people I know, in fact, everybody here. So Mike, I'm going to turn it over to you and let people know kind of what I just mumbled about. So thanks.
No, thanks, Marty. A good introduction, and I want to welcome the people that are new to this this webinar. It really is for new people, and you're here because you want a way to develop wealth. And if we look online, it really has been an uneven playing field for decades online. It's just really, really hard to get online and build wealth. And when we start to talk about Onpassive, the biggest thing they've done is leveled that playing field. And you're gonna hear how they've done that in this presentation. But it's even better than that. It's actually going to show you a way forward to take care of that bottom line and to actually build wealth online. And again, that's why we're all here. So if you're new to Onpassive, you're just starting to explore Onpassive, you're going to get very, very excited about what you're going to hear. Onpassive is an AI IT company. They are an artificial intelligence informational technology company, okay? They are primarily a customer-based company. In other words, the products that they've developed, and they have a tech team in India, Bangalore and Hyderabad, have developed these tech tech products that are superior. They're built from the ground up, they're proprietary, they're cutting edge, they're the best of the best. And all of this is led by Ash Mufareh. And Ash Mufareh is the CEO of Onpassive. He is the brain trust, the visionary behind Onpassive. Onpassive is a massive company today, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. There are a lot of moving parts in Onpassive, but if you understand a few simple concepts, and this is the genius behind Onpassive. Yes, it's massive. Yes, there are a lot of moving parts, but Ash Mufareh has made it very, very simple for us, those individuals who want to participate with Onpassive and have a way forward to build wealth. So I'm going to be talking about 4 concepts today. And these 4 concepts really are interconnectable. They go together, and if you don't have all of them, you don't have what you need to be successful online. And I'll just go over the 4 real quick. The first one, as you come in, it is self-funding. The second one, you are forced to be successful. The third one is traffic. And the fourth one is customer and products. The first one, as we look at it, it is a self-funding business. So as you come in and you participate with Onpassive, you will go out of pocket once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. I really love that concept because, like Marty, I've been in a lot of different things online. And normally what these companies will do is you come in and start to participate, they will just milk you dry. They will take money month after month after month after month. And you really never get any results with these companies. All you're ever doing is paying them. That is not Onpassive. You will come in, you will pay once, you will never have to go out of pocket again. The next one is really, really intriguing, forced success. And as I start to describe that, I need to get into some of the other concepts in Onpassive. But Onpassive is going to force you to be successful. How are they going to do that? It really is the tools of Onpassive. And as we think about the tools of Onpassive, these are all the tools, all the IT tools, informational technology tools that Onpassive has developed in India with their tech team, about 800 strong. It's all the tools connected with AI, artificial intelligence. And when you connect artificial intelligence to the tools of Onpassive, it's just a win-win for everybody. And really what it does, it makes what we're doing, it gives us 100% automated business. And let me share how that's going to work with you. If you come in and you become a founding member today, and that is a $97 position today, it locks you into the company of Onpassive. And then as Onpassive launches to the world, which we're very, very close to that point right now, we will all come into Onpassive as customers. Once we do that, we will go in. There's a membership level that we're going to have to pay. That price will be between $100 and $300. We haven't been told what that is yet. We go into the back office, we click a button, we become independent resellers of the IT product. And from there, we have the ability to use the tools of Onpassive. And as we look at the tools of Onpassive, I have a lot of people come to me and they say, well, you know, it's real nice, but I don't really want to use the tools. I'm not a technician. I don't know a lot about anything online. You know, maybe you've been on 20 years and you know, you have your own system. You just don't want to use the tools. That's not how it works. As we come in, and again, these concepts they go together. As we look at the tools of Onpassive, we will all use the tools, because when we come in and we pay the membership level, and there's only one of them again, we get all the tools, but more importantly, Onpassive is going to use those tools for us. So we're sourcing out the building of our business to Onpassive. They are going to come in and use all the tools of Onpassive, or a good portion of them. They're going to set up a system so that as you come in, you have a business. It is your business. It is 100% automated. And it's because of the tools of Onpassive that they're able to do that for you. Now, one of the tools of Onpassive is traffic, and that's the third concept that you need to understand really, really well. Traffic is such a big deal when you're doing any business online. If you can't get good qualified eyes in front of what you're doing, you will never succeed. And that's one of the major problems most people had initially when they came online and tried to develop wealth. They could do a lot of things, but the one thing they couldn't do is drive traffic. And if you can't drive traffic, you're done. You're dead in the water. Your business will never succeed. Onpassive, again, it's one of the tools that they're going to pull out of the toolbox that they have, that they've given to us and use for us. They are going to drive good qualified traffic into our business to bring in volume for us. And it's just like any kind of business. When you get a sale, you get a commission for that sale. The only difference here is Onpassive is helping you get that sale. And when those sales land underneath you, when that volume lands underneath you, you get a commission from that. It's very, very unique. And then, of course, the fourth concept is the customer and the product. As we look at the customer side of Onpassive, because of the products, customers will come into Onpassive and they will never leave. Why? Again, the product, it is built from the ground up. It is proprietary. It is cutting edge technology. This is brand new technology that Onpassive is using. And as they come in and use this technology, they're gonna use it for several reasons. One, it makes their job easier. Two, it makes their bottom line better. These products are so superior to anything else online. And right now, people are using similar products right now. There's a huge demand for the products of Onpassive, that the products Onpassive will be coming out with. And because they're so good, the best of the best, people will go from wherever they are right into Onpassive. And that's why I believe as customers come in and use the products of Onpassive, they will never leave. I'll give you just a couple examples of the products of Onpassive. Initially, they started out with an automated marketing platform, and this had all the tools that marketers use online. They can come in, they can get that product, and they'll have all the tools that they need to market online, whether it's a page builder, a funnel builder, a communication network, really all the tools that they would use, including traffic, to market online. Another one would be Academy. It is an online educational platform. Another one would be HR. HR is human resources, to help companies manage their human resources department. The products of Onpassive are massive, and they're all in massive niches. And when we start to think about Onpassive and volume, again, it brings me right back to traffic. And I want to stay on traffic just a little bit, just to give you an idea of how big a thing you've just stumbled into. As we look at the traffic of Onpassive, about 6 months ago, Ash Mufareh and his team decided to test his traffic sources, and they just cranked it up. And their goal was to bring in 1 million opt-ins. They did not put a time frame on it. Could have been 3 months, 6 months, a year, no time frame whatsoever. And in 4 days, they brought in 1 million opt-ins. And an opt-in is simply someone coming in, interested in what they're seeing, giving you their name, their email, and their phone number so you can follow up with them. It's a really, really big deal. That's a qualified lead. They brought in 1 million in 4 days. Now, 6 months ago, they did not have the AI technology they have today. That's the artificial intelligence. And when you add the artificial intelligence with the traffic source, I believe they can do that same thing in 2 days, or 1 day, or 12 days, or 12 hours. Sorry about that, guys. What this shows you is the type of volume Onpassive is going to be bringing in for all of us. This is a really, really big deal. One other example of traffic, just very, very quickly, Marty, Dan, and I, we had a couple of videos, and about 3 weeks ago, Ash decided to run some traffic through our videos. And in 4 days, we got 250,000 views on those 2 videos. That had never happened to us before. Our videos get anywhere from 4,000 to 10,000 views per video. 250,000 views in just 3 or 4 days. It was really exciting when he did that, because it showed us the kind of traffic they can drive and the quality of traffic that they can drive. So when you're thinking about Onpassive and building wealth, think about these 4 concepts: self-funding, for success, traffic, customer, and product, and then add it with volume, and you're going to find a way forward to actually build wealth. I want to kind of stay on the volume side of it, because that's so important for us coming into Onpassive. It's the sheer volume that's just going to flow over us. As we look at Onpassive and what they've done, I believe if Onpassive just took one of their products, let's say it's the webinar service, and they will have a webinar service, and they introduce that to the world, I believe in a year's time they could be a unicorn company, and that's a company that has a value of over $1 billion. Okay, never been done before, never been done in a year before. I believe Onpassive could do that with one product. If we look at the webinar we're doing today, this is a Zoom webinar. Zoom is one of the big guys on the block. They do about 200 million webinars a day. And they are a multi-billion dollar company. I believe in a year's time, Onpassive will probably put them out of business. That is a massive statement. And the tens of millions of people that pay for the Zoom service will come over to Onpassive. Why? Because it is superior technology. It does so many more things than what this webinar platform does. It is extraordinary. And those people will come in and become customers of Onpassive. And remember, we get paid as customers land underneath us and pay for the products of Onpassive. It's commissions. That's what we get paid. So Onpassive, I believe in 1 year could be a unicorn company. Now you add all the other products of Onpassive, and we know this today. Onpassive, if they launch today, would be a unicorn company. That has never been done in the history of the world. Why is that important for us? Again, it's all about volume, what Onpassive is going to be doing, and us being able to participate with that. So Onpassive, it is massive. If you'll keep those 4 concepts in mind, you're going to find a way forward to build wealth. You know, Ash uses an acronym that is really apropos, and the acronym is CATMO, and C stands for Complete Digital System. A stands for automation. AI is so important in business today. If it's automated, it's 100% automated for you. You don't have to worry about it. The next one is T, traffic. Traffic, if you don't have traffic, you can't be successful. And the next one is MO, which is money. I haven't talked a lot about money today, and that's because that part of Onpassive right now is proprietary, and we cannot talk about it. If you come in and become a founding member, pay the $97, lock your position in Onpassive, you're going to learn a lot more. And I can tell you, you will not be disappointed. As you learn more about Onpassive, it just gets better and better and better and more exciting. Onpassive today, and we haven't even launched yet. And by the way, the launch is coming very, very quickly. We're very, very close to the soft launch and then the hard launch of Onpassive. But today, Onpassive is a totally global company. They are in over 225 countries today. As you look at Onpassive, there are no limitations to your building wealth online. There are no qualifications. You don't have to do little stupid things in order to actually be paid from the commissions of Onpassive. And most importantly, Onpassive is AI, artificial intelligence. When you think about the artificial intelligence, you think about 100% automated. That's what levels the playing field of Onpassive. That's what gives you the ability to move forward and actually start building wealth online. This is truly unique. Onpassive is revolutionary. They are doing things online that have never been done before. And they've given you and I a way forward, yes, to build wealth, but also to participate with everything that Onpassive is doing. And right now, they're doing so many things that are truly revolutionary, truly never been done before. We are in a unique position to actually have the ability to live that lifestyle we want to live because of Onpassive. I'm going to stop it right there, turn it back over to Marty. Marty and Dan, if you have something to add to it. Onpassive, it's the place to be. And I recommend you come in, pay the $97, lock your position in, and then just get ready for a ride of a lifetime. Marty, go ahead.
Fantastic, Mike. Yeah, remember, we're just planting a seed here for you to come back and get more details. It's so much bigger than we could possibly share in 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to go to Red first. Red, you got anything to add or any questions that you're getting?
Yeah, I got one question, which I'll answer, came from Anthony, which is a fair question. Is it best if we are to build a team, and he understands you don't have to, is it best to build your team wide or down? And the answer to that is, it really is up to you. There is tangible reasons to go wide and there's tangible reasons to go down. It's entirely up to you. Obviously, because this is completely 100% automated, the company will grow any position in your team. So in my view, it's better to go wide and allow the company then to go down. But if you have people on your team who aren't very good at sharing this opportunity and you want to help them, then obviously you can drive it down if you want. It's entirely up to you. But for myself personally, I'd be going wide, and I let the company do the work. At the end of the day, that's what we're paying them to do. We're paying them to build our business. That's the only question I've got today. Marty, thanks very much. Unless you want to ask me anything else, that's me done.
Wonderful, Red. Like I said, Red brought us in, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go to Marina because she looks well rested. She is a working machine. And I laugh because she knows why I'm laughing. But anyway, Marina, she's represented a lot of people in South Africa, actually all over the world. Her biggest group's South Africa, but this company grows so fast and so big, everybody here has somebody everywhere. So, Marina, tell them what rocks your boat about Onpassive.
Thank you, Marty. Yes, I actually am well rested today for a change. After 7.5 hours back-to-back webinars yesterday, it was quite something. I always say hello Africa and hello world, great to be here. And yes, what doesn't rock my boat about Onpassive? You know, the thing is, when I joined, I really had no idea what I was actually going into. I knew from what I heard with our CEO chatting that, gosh, this is something I need and it's something I want, but it almost seemed too good to be true. And obviously we all joined because we knew that the money that we could earn was so much, you know, that is definitely going to set us free financially. But that's where our limited beliefs, and I call it a poverty mindset, where all you think about is your next month. We're living day to day, month to month. And now since COVID, hit the world, it really threw a lot of people out of place. People were retrenched. A lot of people died, obviously, with the virus, and people's businesses were closed down, and everybody was looking to do something online. Now, I knew in my heart of hearts, yes, going online is something I had to do. But how? I listened to my mentors like T. Harv Eker, Robert Kiyosaki, the list goes on and on, Jim Rohn. And I always thought I had to find something myself, the cookie cutter business, that you can do and it can be duplicated. And I was like wrecking my mind of what could this be? And it's got to be subscription based. And I just thought, no, gosh, this is almost impossible for me, not realizing the leverage of other people. And with Onpassive, that's exactly what's happened. Is Ash Mafara, our CEO, has got a heart for humanity. He's been through the mill. He's been in the businesses where he's lost, and he's built and he's gained and he's lost that again, and realized that there is definitely a problem. There's a gap in the market, and he needed to find a solution. And the solution, he didn't even realize what the name was called yet. You know, he just had the idea back in July 2018. And the idea back then was actually just going to be a digital marketing platform. And thank goodness he wasn't, his arm wasn't twisted to launch when that was all ready to go. Because as he progressed and moved and more people saw the vision, that's where he realized this is bigger than he even imagined. And now we are almost on 500,000 founding members with that same vision. And it's just incredible because our mindsets have changed. The limiting belief has been lifted. You know, anything is possible now with Onpassive. We are going to be able to buy that dream car and the dream house we've always wanted, be able to be the person to pay off your brother or sister's bond or mortgage, help your family, kids get into varsity or college and what have you. But then what, you know, because this is residual income that we're going to be earning, and it's not petty cash, you know, this is real money. Once we've got all of that, what then? And that is where the founders have all got that same heart as our CEO, because he said he's made his millions. As I said, he made his millions. He's also lost millions. He's lost a fortune. And he's got himself back up again. And when he created Onpassive, he said, the bank manager actually spoke to him and said, you could be one of the richest men in the world. Why are you doing this? Why are you sharing your wealth with everyone else? And his response was, why wouldn't I? You know, and that is exactly what I love about being part of Onpassive is why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to help someone in need? Why wouldn't you want to feed the hungry and give shelter to the homeless and help the widows and orphans around the world? You can now. And what I also realize is those people that are really involved and wanting to help and do more for humanity and their communities really have very little but time and heart, you know, to serve. So that is what we are doing. Time with our time that we're going to have, because with Catmo, you're going to hear a lot more if you aren't a founder yet, with Catmo. And Catmo are the 4 pillars of Onpassive. And that is complete digital solution, automated artificial intelligence, targeted traffic, and the MO is for money, which is residual and passive income for life, for generations to come. You can finally leave a legacy that you can be proud of. And I always add on, the O is Onpassive, which always over delivers. So Catmo are the 4 pillars of Onpassive. If you have a heart to help people, this is the place to be. It's only $97 right now. When we go into our soft launch, there will be a slight increase of $53, taking it up to $149. And still at that, it's a bargain. So get in. The nice thing about that is that there's a 100% lifetime money back guarantee on your founder member position. So as much as they say it's a low risk and high reward, there's actually almost no risk with extremely high reward, because if you decide you don't want to be a founder, you just request a refund. Our CEO says, if you want out of the marriage, you don't want to be married anymore, want a divorce, here's your $97 and you're on your way, because he wants to attract people that have a heart and a vision that he has. And we've all become visionaries. Before, I always say I used to be a dreamer, and just one day when I'm rich, one day when I'm big, this is going to happen. But now I've become a visionary, like so many other founders, where we see how Onpassive is going to change not only our lives, but the circle that surrounds us, and then out into our communities, the villages, areas that really, really need the help, financial aid, medical aid, all that we can do. So yes, the list goes on, and it's just amazing. I'm in South Africa, Johannesburg, and Marty, no, my team is actually the people that I share this with. Very few of them are from South Africa. I've got people from all over the world. Canada is my main the main people that have joined for some reason. I've got in Switzerland, in Zambia, in Nigeria, Cameroon, Kenya, Namibia, all of Africa, UK, you know, it's just Australia. I mean, the list goes on. So this is truly global, and it's not a matter of I don't know anyone overseas. You start, you know, joining groups that people are just like-minded, might have the same interests as you, and they're struggling to market their business just like we all did. And that is where you can connect with them and share this opportunity. And that's what I did. I'm not a marketer, but I managed to grow my team using social media. And that is how I managed to keep my head above water for now, and started growing my team and just, you know, plug in, understand this business. Because as I said, when I joined, I had no idea what it is. It's so much bigger than anyone imagined. We've got 50 products and services and tools that every business or individual needs to be a success online or offline. So I just recommend, please get back to the person that invited you to this webinar or introduced you to Onpassive. Get their link, sign up with them, and you will thank them, because this is truly once in a lifetime, life-changing opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, no, Marina, that's perfect. I'll chat while Marty's not here. Dan, why don't you come on and say a few things? I don't know if you can follow Marina. It's a pretty tough act to follow, but yeah, give us a little input, Dan.
It seems like in these webinars, I always follow Marina, and it is a tough act to follow. And I follow you too, Mike. You know, I mean, you pretty much say it all. But I'll just add a few things that are important to me. I think about how many businesses I've been in the past, and that have been unsuccessful online. And when I look at the 2-year journey that I've had and we've had with Onpassive, you know, I just think about how amazing it has been to see a company progress and grow and reach a level that it totally blew my mind as far as the growth and potential of a company. And why is that? Well, that's because they've developed proprietary products, and these proprietary products that they have are built from scratch. Okay, so this isn't something that's a Me Too product. Now, you might see some of these products, you new people that are interested in investigating and getting a full appreciation of what this company is all about. You might recognize some products that are similar to other products online, but no, Onpassive has proprietary products that are unique to them and built from scratch. And what's exciting to me, and the reason I've just been so excited is to watch the progression of this company and watch it grow in value over the last 2 years, is because of these products and how mind-blowing they are. And with the AI technology and information technology, you're going to see some real differences in the products that you. Sorry about that. You're going to see some real differences in the products and the way they operate, and the way you are going to be able to communicate online and just do any business online. So that, to me, is the most important thing about this business, with the exception of some of the things that Marina was talking about, her team in Canada, her team in South Africa, her team in Nigeria, I mean, all over Africa and all over the world. I mean, we've all, any of us that have been in this business for any length of time, have been able to develop relationships with people from all over the world, because this has taken off like you wouldn't believe. And I think people are realizing the value of what they have with Onpassive, to the point where we are having fun with this thing. We are having so much fun developing relationships and nurturing relationships with people all over the world. And that's something, gosh, 2 years ago, you know, when we first started with this, we're saying, okay, this looks like a good business. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And it is a global company that once it launches will go viral instantly. And it's already gaining some traction like you wouldn't believe, with all the business community. And Ashmu Farah, the owner and founder of the company, is having to do some media interviews and things like that. And it's exciting to see that we are just about there. And so the relationships, the company itself, it's something that you really should, if you have any questions on it, find out a little bit more about it from the person that brought you here. And I'll tell you something, $97 is a bargain, and we'd love to have you and develop that relationship with you as well, wherever you are in the world. Go ahead, Marty.
Thanks, Dan. I'm glad your phone rang. That's usually what happens to me while I'm on. Susie, you want to add something? Like, you're looking pretty, like you're ready to do the hula hoop or something.
I am ready.
That's what I thought.
Thank you, Marty. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
I'm going to just, there I see Mike, everyone with the thumbs up. I'm going to maybe give you a little different view of how I see things. I became a founder about a year ago because I was looking for a way to help my network marketing team be successful, as well as building my own success, because I always thought there was a better way. So I jumped on board, and now the company has turned into a total internet solution, and I am pleased as punch, as they say, that this has happened. But I have a lot of friends and family that jumped on board with me who know nothing about online. I mean, they know how to go on the internet, Facebook, maybe email, do some searches and stuff, but they have never really explored the whole internet and the opportunities that the internet has to offer. So what I love about this is that I help bring them in, and they don't have to do anything. They can participate in Onpassive, and their lives are going to change. And guess who brought them in? Me. And I have a huge smile on my face because I know all of our lives are going to change. And you have that opportunity yourself, if you're watching this, to invite people who may have a business, maybe have been online before, but for God's sakes, to tell your family. But the best part is when we launch to the world, as I love how Mike Ellis always says that, when Onpassive launches to the world, we don't have to support the customers. We don't have to troubleshoot. We don't have to answer questions. Onpassive is going to handle all of that for us. And to me, that is just one of the tremendous reasons why you need to jump on board. Because to have a company inviting you to become a founder where your wealth is going to change and your life is going to change, and those you bring on board with you, their lives are going to change, and they're not requiring you to work with customers, answer questions. I mean, this man, Ash Mufara, our CEO, he gets it. He is out there to help all of us fill our tank, meet our needs, and then go back in the world and make a difference with the people around us. So think about it in that way. For those of you who may not be business savvy or think you need to have a team or customers, and oh my God, what am I going to do if I have 10,000 customers under me? No worries. You're going to be smiling, and you're going to enjoy the wealth that's going to come in. I didn't join for the money. I joined for a different way, yes, to make money, but to help my team. But you are going to not just enjoy the money, you're going to feel good about being part of a business that is so ethical and has integrity, that you can create a family legacy for yourself and for your friends. So I highly recommend you get back to the person who invited you, take this ride with us, and then plug in once you do so you can learn more, and you're going to be smiling just like the rest of us. So thanks, Marty, for allowing me the time. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Susie. Go ahead, Red. I can tell you got something to say.
Yeah, I just want to leave all the new people here a bit of food for thought about Onpassive. Now, there's probably people here who are saying, well, if we got similar products, I'm using them already. I don't pay for them. So I don't pay to use Zoom. I don't pay to use any emailers. I don't pay to search online. And I don't pay for lots of the products and tools and services of Onpassive. But here's the thing to remember. When you use the Onpassive products and services within their own ecosystem, they will pay you to use those products. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't remember the last time that Zoom paid me to be on a Zoom webinar like we are now. I can't remember the last time Google paid me for using their search engine. I can't remember the last time that Gmail paid me for sending a mail with them. With Onpassive, you use their products, they will pay you to use those products. So get your head around that. Not only are they going to pay you to use their products and services, they're also going to give you commissions from customers who are going to be using those commissions underneath you. It is a fantastic system. It is fair to everybody. And that is the beauty about Onpassive. It is a complete level playing field. There is no qualifications. You don't have to be anybody. All you have to be is between the age of 18 and 80 and want to be able to be part of this family. So dig deep, get that $97, become a founder whilst you still can, because as soon as we launch to the world, that's it. No more founders. And I can assure you, it will be a sought after position to have. People will actually say to you in years to come, you are a founder in Onpassive. Onpassive will be a name like Google is now within the internet space. Over to you, Marty.
Yeah, I'm glad you came back on, Red. I don't know what jingled all that, but it was good. I'm just kidding. Daryl Cook. Daryl's been in many businesses. He's an educator, and he was introduced to Onpassive, and he's been in other businesses. Daryl, what was it about Onpassive? Knowing what you know now. Obviously, what you know in the beginning, what you know now, it only gets better. But yeah, tell the people what you think about it.
Thanks, Marty. And wow, folks, Marina said something that has been a driving force for me for 20 years now, trying to build a business: leverage. And what are we trying to leverage? Well, I try to leverage the expertise of those who are helping me build. And if you look on this panel, there's probably 100, maybe 120 years of experience in business. Let me read you from the Onpassive website. And I think this is what new people should really understand. Here's what it says. Go Founders is a robust and a vast network of business leaders who are ambitious and successful in creating globally recognized enterprises that will change the lives of millions. Man, I want to tell you, that is a statement that everybody should grab hold of. Look at just this panel here. I'm the pollywog here. I'm just starting to breathe oxygen from being down in the mucky waters. And these folks have come on, and I listen, I write notes, I do everything. And Marina is absolutely correct. You don't have to be an online expert. I know very little. I came out of the education world. I can remember when Commodore was made. I can remember when IBM was as big as a Volkswagen, So I tried to advance, but I drive miles. I always tell people I live in an area, there are literally more deer than people where I live. So how do you build? Leverage these people like Marina and Red and Mike and so many. And, back in November of 19, I had a conversation with Dan Street. He and I were in a business together. And he said, Daryl, you really ought to look at this one. And when I did, and I saw the vast amount of knowledge-based people. You know, it took me a while. It really did. It took me a while to come on board, but when I did, you know what? Just like Marina said, I started talking to people I knew who were in business. I now have folks who are building in Malawi, Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Bahamas, all through the United States, and I don't even think I know anymore. And how did it happen? I just started talking to people who knew people. Leverage, leverage, leverage. Folks, you do not have to be a rocket science. And Mr. Mufara said, you take a vehicle, you got all the shiny bells and whistles on it. If it doesn't have something in the gas tank, you're going to go nowhere. Onpassive has done it. You heard Mike say, traffic, traffic, traffic. And it's fueled by artificial intelligence. And I don't have a clue what artificial intelligence is, but it's like a light switch. I know if I go up and I go click, it goes on, and I'll go click, and the light bulb goes off. That's all I care. Find a system, and if the system can drive you to the end line first, no, doesn't matter what it costs, buy it. And we have a $97 opportunity for a huge, successful pool of entrepreneurs ready to take you to the top. And I really believe that. Thanks, Marty.
Couldn't find my mouse. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. We're here just to plant a seed, get the information. If you get all the information, of course you make your own decision. But if you get the information and you don't want to join, I don't want to tell you what you should do. In fact, I won't. But anyway, no, I'm going to. Look, if you go to the store for $9.75, you can buy a shovel, dig a hole in your backyard and jump in it because you're already dead. No, but find out all the information. It's a big deal. Everybody feels strong about it because of what it can do for you, and you may not know it yet. Just get the info and find out for yourself. It's a big deal. But thanks for being here, and God bless everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.